Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video of the forest, I'm just gonna go over it and check it out, because I haven't played the game in a while, and I just want to do a quick comparison to Sons of the Forest. I was going to do one ages ago, but I already knew what was going to happen. That was when I wasn't so fond of Sons of the Forest at the time, so it would have been a big bias sort of thing. But now I've got a new level of appreciation for Sons of the Forest. At the top of my tower, but don't see my glider here. How towers were made back in the day. This is a design I came up with. I used to think it was too wide. It was like the most narrow tower you could make, and it wasn't easy to do either. That's it there. This is a kind of cool design. Okay, I haven't changed my... Oh, it's instant. It's kind of nice. What does it do when you eat blueberries? Oh, you actually get food and water from them. I had a poisonous berry then. I actually kind of like that. I don't have to pan around everywhere. Everything's in eyesight. It's a little bit choppy, eh? Let's fire up the old NVIDIA overview. Oof, I'm getting like 45 frames per second. It's a church that I turned into a... What do you call it? Like a little hospital? I remember doing that. Put medicines and stuff here. This is like the military building. I stored armaments and stuff in here. Bones. Back when bones actually had a use, you could store weapons on the wall. I actually kind of like something about the textures of the logs, how they're stripped of the bark. It looks quite good. These haven't changed much. The armor racks, stone wall, the bumpy floors, and really long planks. This looks more realistic than Sons of the Forest floors. I have a new level of appreciation for them now, because they wave in and out. They're not the same texture. The roofs I can't say the same. They're just perfectly straight everywhere across. This doesn't look much different to what it really looked like. There was only a few trees over here. The forests in this game were far less dense. I remember this wall. That's how we used to store ropes. Using gold lamps. Oh, build the ramp. That's pretty clever. That's just the tower to get on the zipline system. This is my lumber mill. How I brought in logs from really far away. Oh, that's cool. Why did I do that? How did I do that? The logs look a lot smaller. Oh, so everything's instant. There's no animations at all. Zero. Oh, it's supposed to be like a big pile of logs, I think. A chainsaw on the thing. The old Zebulon log catcher. Color palette's definitely worse. It's with the fog, man. They're obsessed with fog in this game from memory. Sap collector. The old log cart. Can't push them in this one. Sort of a delay between the two. You don't knock down stick trees in this. I'm really liking the no animation thing. This is my tavern. It didn't turn out how I wanted it. I was more focused on getting the drying racks inside this. They're all stacked. Yeah, this was really tricky to do this one. But I managed to do it. Once you destroy them, you can't replace them. It was basically building stacks of floors underneath. I think you can kind of see. I never really finished this one. This is me making a village, basically. This is the barn. You can see. No, it wasn't that tricky to do, but it can be done. I wouldn't even know where to start where those videos are. This was the tannery, or... Yeah, I think it was a tannery, what I come up with. I put the animal head on the thing. That corresponded with the skin that was on there. Late in the game, they added raccoon skin and boar skin, but barely did anything with it. I put a chainsaw. That was cool. I was happy with that. Sticking the machete inside the wood, like that. What are these things called? The weapon holder sitting underneath it. Still, it's tricky to get that working. It's so brown inside houses. Back in the day, you couldn't go up and down zip lines. Oh, a lot more momentum in this one. Oh, heaps more momentum. My crane things. The cranes aren't in Sons of the Forest. I don't really have a need because zip lines go uphill. And that's a log catcher there. Used to get logs over there. Bring them in this way. Because you couldn't send logs upwards, which made building on elevated surfaces really bad. And my zipline highways. Oh, this is a pool. Just trying to make a pool here. I remember Panda helping me with this one. I think he built the diving board. Zipline highway, how they used to be. This is the only design I could ever come up with. I'd have to go backwards and forwards, and they had to be slightly higher and slightly lower on the other end. And vice versa. Yeah, ziplines have definitely improved in Sons of the Forest. This is messy. Plus, you have to have this big, long, fake bridge going underneath it. You couldn't even really clear it. You only got 20 cuts before it's maxed out. Jeez, 4 zip lines and I'm already across the map. Wow. This map is a lot smaller. Back when you had cave bases too. No sensor mod. And this is my cave base, where I actually grew some mushrooms and used it for raiding. Mushrooms in this game could only be grown in caves, if that made sense of my English. And you plant one and they just spread. Yeah, finally got through that. If you're wondering, the katana was absolute crap in this game. Is there no upgrades on this? Oh, there is. Why are they showing? Oh no. You come to this one and then you fly across and get the resources that respawned, which was always dynamite and stuff in these boxes. The dynamites and flares. And you can use the flares to make, what's it called? Yeah, a lot of cloth, which you use to make rope to make zip lines. Oh, there's bodies up there. I don't even remember them. And I just kind of made this as a thing. I had to bring these logs all the way in. Never built down there though. Yeah, zip lines are faster, eh? Used to be a modern X here. God, building a case with a zipline system from Sons of the Forest would be a lot better. Better than this. I can't activate console commands in game. Where's enemies at? You build ramps like this. Oh man. There's crocodiles down there. I think it's realistic for them to bring them back. There's crocodiles all around here. Up and around here too. Okay, we're back. I'm going to take the other zipline system that goes across the map. Couldn't really make proper staircases. Had to do this kind of thing. The staircases were just too wide. And jumping didn't use stamina in this game, so it was kind of viable. It's like ziplines are a lot faster in this game. But because they're not motorized, that's my theory. God, I used to do a lot of dodgy stuff in this game. There's babies down there. I think this led to the main cannibal village. Should be some sort of mutant here. Yeah, that fog, man. Look at it. It's crazy. It's just white. This is where I brought all my logs over to the base to make all the stuff I did. You move so much faster in this game with the athleticism. The old survival guide, a proper survival guide that actually has large pictures. You can see what you're building, you know. Stats. Athleticism 99. Loses strength because it's got no calories. The days don't last as long, it feels like. These feel like they're going really fast. Yeah, the old zipline systems, these didn't look too realistic. Like a big floating bridge. God, you can run so much further. Oh, that went down to the lake. Whoa. That's why I made the big gaps. Momentum would carry you. This takes me to the other end, where the peninsula is, and to another tower I built. I've only got like 2 of these towers, because they were just such a nightmare to build. There's some animation there. Yeah, it doesn't look very realistic, does it? Yeah, the daylight cycle, quite a lot shorter. This is something I never liked about the game, is that I'm waiting to sleep. It's taking so long. You had to go to sleep at the exact same time, otherwise you had to wait. It's crawling, there we go. Weird eating berries to get full. And so we used to get up the tower. Climb up. Because jumping didn't use any stamina. Oh, where's that? There it is, there's the artifact. Oh, the shadows in this game are insane. You turn it on red, it'll make them aggressive and they'll attack you, so horde mode. Change it to blue, and it's peaceful. That's what I think those new items are, the question mark ones. Oh god, the momentum's huge. Ah, yep, problems. Yeah, being back, I can really see the game's faults, but just missing a lot of things that Sons of the Forest has. Actually quite nice. Probably good they worked on the momentum coming off the zipline. You go so fast on these ones, almost like twice the speed. Go back over to where I used to get my logs from. It was an expensive way to get logs. I had to bring them here first, then move them. So many trees in Sons of the Forest now, you don't really need such a system, I think. That's the standard log cart, looks the same as the basic one in Sons of the Forest. There wasn't a premium one. There's a bridge I made. You cannot do this in Sons of the Forest. I used to have a crane here, but then it got taken down, and I completely forgot about it. Helped me get all the logs from down there up here. Worked really well. There's a lot of trees down here. Well, they're all gone now. You had to do stuff like this to get the zipline up higher. You had to do crazy stuff like this. Maybe this is an option for having a crane, is that you can lift objects up higher, like this, so the zipline can reach over an obstacle to send them down. Perhaps the crane is still needed somehow. I think so. There's a cave down there, had a zipline system going there. I'm going to go to my Sinkhole Base. Here it is. Yeah, I showed 2 ways you could do it. I dropped a log cut down there that's stuck on the sinkhole wall. This is a way you could build. And then you just use a hole cutter and trim it off, and then it'll be a floating base. Like that one. This one's built with the basic walls, using tree bridges. Yep. I can sort of see why they went away from drawing blueprints, but this wasn't even blueprints. Let's have a look at the crafting guide. Bonfire. That's something that's not in the game. Basic stuff. Big gardens would be nice. They're freeform too. So you can just have them as big as you want. Look. Look at that. And you can't throw logs in the sun. You need to drop them. I'm really liking the no animation thing. I really like these log holders that are really tall. I think that's cool. I'm playing it as if I've never played the original. See? Doesn't clear the grass though. It's a bit disappointing. No rabbit cage. Used to be able to breed rabbits. Forgot about that feature. Weapon rack. Armor rack, skin rack. Most of the stuff can be just put on the shelf now. This is what really, I think, separates the 2 games. I don't think we're ever going to see this stuff again, but this was the stuff that was just so good. Drawing blueprints. Imagine Calvin with this system. Oh my god. Man, I miss this system so much, man. It's so cool. Just the planning phase, you just break up the phases of building. It wasn't all implemented into one, so there's a planning phase, building phase, you know? And if you're building against an object like a rock or something, you can just build through it. Like, look, the game's world wasn't in the way, whereas in Sons of the Forest, man, it really is in the way. It's bad. Oh, that's right. This is really close to Sinkhole, the Geese Lake. Oh my god, I built a platform here too. What is this? Oh, friends. Oh man, look at these guys. Said they were never going to return, but they did. Ooh. No sensor mod, I've got to be careful. This is that Geese Lake base that I made. This is pretty much like 100% safe, I think. Even the worm wouldn't be able to reach it, I believe. Oh, videos on this stuff was really old. They're still valid, they're just old. Oh man, drawing blueprints was so cool, but this crap. Can't even walk straight. Especially with the movement speed. I'm definitely going to miss this system. So creative. The amount of tricks you could do with it was insane. They couldn't swim in water back then as well. They go in the water, they drown. Sucks that you have to complete the game for them to spawn now. I hope they fix that in Sons of the Forest. And you can draw walls too. Look at that. You draw them on platforms and stuff. Oh, most of the stuff's all the same. Yeah, zipline's definitely come a long way. And the crane, I think I missed that structure. Much of the same stuff. Little weapon holders, big gardens, traps. You can leaf pile traps. I miss those. Those are very useful. Deadfall trap. Those were mean. The traps in this game are a lot bigger than the forest ones. You got this rope swing trap. That's that can only be attached to a tree though. I don't know why they just did that. Because the mutant, the armsy would just knock it down, and the rope swing trap just trap them upside down. Placing defensive walls is just so stupid in Sons of the Forest, I don't even bother with it anymore. I don't know if you've noticed that in my recent ones. I don't even build them. They're just a mess. When they knock a piece out, you have to replace it and you won't go in. Honestly, like, they need to bring back this system. Just some sort of drawing. Like, why not just draw this? It is so much better. You want a gate? Chuck a gate in. Boom. You should have the gate system from Sons of the Forest still. Oh, bro, man. Just so many things that were so great about this game they just didn't bring over. Kind of disappointing. It's like inventing the wheel and making it a round circle, then deciding to change it into an octagon. I wonder if those are the same ones I passed. Probably not. And you could put spikes in it that were completely useless. Catapult that was completely useless. Oh, my God. Mate. Oh. What are you doing to me at night? You change the ocean quality to low or flat. Change it to flat. And then you could see underwater. See? For a while, I was going, oh yeah, Sons of the Forest is looking a lot better. Then you start finding things like boats and drawing blueprints and cranes, leaf pile traps. I mean, these things aren't really essential, but man, they just were so cool. I mean, I can understand that I want people doing stuff like this. This is a tower I made. Really cheap one. A lot cheaper than the tower that they put in the game. Her attempted blueprints, a glider. I love putting their gore on it. Oh, Enemies. Well, they move fast. Well, they move so much faster in this game. God, there's sponges. Oh, they are sponges, man. But the armor actually works in this game, unlike Sons of the Forest. Feels like they're in fast motion, like they're sped up. I can't believe how much faster the combat is. Oh, the hitboxes are all messed up. I just got hit twice and didn't even lose a piece. God, they're so strong. They're just sponges, man. This is why I hated the katana in this game, was that damage. They're so strong. Too many titties. I've got to get out of here. You can hear them chasing you too. They actually make footsteps. I'll miss that so much. They're not as smart. That's for sure. Oh, it's almost night time again. Oh, the floating raft out there. It's so steep I have to walk up it. If I shift, it takes me off the side. Yeah. Yeah, you can't have stuff like this in the game. It's just unrealistic. I wonder if I'm actually going to make it in the water. Pretty sure there's a shark around here. This looks like a big boat, but it's not. It's just a floating base. They're very different games, eh? At least that is a good thing. Oh, that thing's ugly. But yeah, I mean, I could exit out and just build some stuff with console commands, but I've got like 300 other videos of me doing that in this game, so... For those who are wondering, this game hasn't been updated in many, many years. Though it is fairly polished. There's not much more they could have done with it. Though I think one of the main reasons they moved on from the game and made a sequel was because it was just too hard to work on this one. I might do another one in, say, 6 months or a year, see how I go. It's just good to revisit, see how things were. Nostalgia and such. See if things got better or they got worse. Yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.